Ovarian cancer is the most fatal of all women's cancers, and all women are at risk. So to help us understand the disease better is Dr. Anna Cameron and Jean Story, whose mother is battling ovarian cancer right now. Good morning to you both. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Dr. Cameron, let's start with you. What is ovarian cancer?
So the ovaries are pelvic organs that unfortunately you don't get a lot of symptoms from, so it's very hard to determine when there's anything wrong going on with them. But ovarian cancer is a cancer that starts in the ovaries or the fallopian tube most of the time, and spreads a little bit like sand tossed into a room, and so it sticks everywhere, and that's what causes the symptoms. But the symptoms are often very vague.
They're so vague. I've told this story many times, and the symptoms of ovarian cancer are so vague that I would expect many women would have these symptoms at some point in their lives. Can you outline what they are for us?
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. They are vague. It's, bloating, lack of appetite or feeling full really quickly, some pelvic pain or discomfort, or some urinary changes, which a lot of people have. But it's if those symptoms are persisting for more than 3 weeks and, most time of the week you do have them as opposed to, every once in a while, then it's more concerning.
So that's the differentiating factor there. When you have those symptoms and they last for a while, so they're persistent.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a screening tool or a vaccine or anything women can do to prevent this disease?
I wish there was. There's been a ton of research on this. We know that ultrasounds, like yearly pelvic ultrasounds, don't make a difference. There's a blood test called a CA-125, but it's not specific to ovarian cancer, which means that we can't just do the test and determine whether or not you've got the disease, which is really unfortunate. I think there's stuff and there's more research coming down the pipelines, but it's still in progress.
It's still in progress.
So
but it's the research, of course, that's going to make all the difference. And then, of course, you need money for that research.
Absolutely.
Makes us make that transition, of course, to the Walk of Hope this weekend. Now, Jean, your mother is battling the disease right now. Can you tell me a little bit about some of her symptoms that she had that sort of made her go into the doctor and say, hey, what's going on here?
My mother was a bit of a different story. She was having a bit of a day surgery, and they did an ultrasound. And that's the day we first heard the word tumor.
Oh.
So the road for Mom started a little differently.
There's your mom right there.
There's Mom. Morning, Mom.
Morning, Mom. How is she doing these days?
Very well. Very well. She's just over 2 years from diagnosis. Currently no sign of cancer in her body. Going for her CA-125, as the doctor mentioned, tomorrow again, so we're hoping for good news again next week.
Oh, wow. We hope for good news for you.
For
Absolutely.
Sure.
Now, of course, the walk is this weekend, and you were telling me that this is the first time your mom is going to be well enough to join you.
Yeah, and it's a big deal for her. We started 3 years ago, so this is our third walk. Very shortly after Mom was diagnosed, we were in a fog, didn't know what to do. The walk gives you hope and lets you feel like you can do something. So our family at large made a team that year. Mom had just started chemo, certainly couldn't come. Next year after that, she still wasn't well enough, but this year has been her goal, and she will be there with her survivor shirt, cutting the ribbon with the other survivors.
Isn't that wonderful news?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's outline the event then. So it's this weekend. We've got an event board to put up on the screen so we can tell everybody all the details. North Glenmore Park, Snowy Owl Picnic area, all the registration information there, 9 a.m. and the walk starts at 10.
Right.
Thank you both for being here so much. Good luck with your mom. We hope she gets great news tomorrow and have a great walk this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here.